Hey all you VRChat players! The Virtual Marketplace 4 is now open. Actually, it's been open for a couple days now. However, I just wanted to make light of it because it's kind of a big deal, you know? There's several different worlds that have been made specifically to showcase the works and products that various online vendors are trying to sell. And it's sort of treated like, I'll tell you right now, this is the fourth, release of the virtual marketplace, and it's kind of a significant thing because these are not exactly what you call, like a mainstay. In fact, VRChat has no really, real established economy, at least officially. It does have an economy. However, it's very, how would you say, interpersonally based between people, or you go to Gumroad to get various avatars that strike your fancy, or you commission somebody to make some, avatar for you. However, the virtual marketplace is something completely different from all that. In fact, you have worlds that are dedicated to showcasing various stalls or displays or, various, booths that allow you to sort of see what people have been working on and what's available for what price. And, some booths are very limited as far as, what information they will provide to you. Other booths, they're a lot more intricate, as in, you'll actually get a fairly good, overall, overview of what someone's trying to sell, It's a good way to see, things that maybe appeal to you specifically a lot more than what you would otherwise imagine you'd be getting. In fact, for me, free is obviously always the best, but, sometimes if you want quality, you want something that actually is going to appeal to you in the long run, then, a virtual marketplace isn't such a bad idea. So, why is this significant? These are all, based out of Japan, it seems like, or at least, any number of Asiatic countries, because a lot of the text that you see, it's often in Japanese, or Korean, or Chinese, and the prices are usually in the form of yen. Typically what I've been seeing is, anywhere from 1,500 yen to 5,000 yen. So 5,000 yen would be about $45 to $47, give or take. Obviously, exchange rates are constantly fluctuating. Remember that 100 yen is about $1. So I say about $1, it's more like 88 cents. Fluctuates again. But yeah, to date, there have been 3 marketplace releases. I've only been a part of one, so that was number 3. And the first time that I found a level like that, I honestly thought I was at an anime convention, the dealer's room at, a typical anime or furry convention. But no. Also, bear in mind, the release of these levels and their availability on VRChat, as far as being able to access them, is fairly, limited as far as, how often you can go there. I say that only insofar as they're only open for, maybe a 10-day time span. After that, the levels get removed or privated or however to prepare for, I guess, the next marketplace. But yeah, the levels themselves are actually fairly, well designed. They're very brightly lit. They offer a great deal of space. I will tell you that for most users, they will be inaccessible, in large groups for the simple fact that they are so massive. Some people, depending on your computer, how much you can handle at any given time, your computer will start chugging. In fact, for me, you might see in some of the videos I'm going to be releasing here to showcase the VR marketplace, my computer was starting to chug, and this is a proud obsidian tower built by the proud gnomes of Middle-earth. Yeah, borrow that from Yahtzee, admittedly, sue me. But yeah, these levels are just so beautifully rendered. All of the visuals are very appealing. The advertisements are all there to accurately showcase information of various booth owners or avatar makers or people that specialize in certain things over others, maybe even shader effects or props or the like. The biggest thing for me is the effects and the, I would say the avatars themselves. In fact, I've already made a purchase based on my experiences in wandering and touring levels with my friends over on Twitch. I just did a little bit of a virtual tour, live streamed it. We toured 3 different levels, started off pretty slowly, but it was kind of a slow burn. But over time, we accrued more and more people that were, a part of the fun, part of the action. Anyway. I'm actually going to visit the website here, so why don't you, stay tuned, and I'm going to actually showcase the official website and a couple other, websites that are usually like blogs, but it basically encapsulates what the virtual marketplace is supposed to be, besides just being an online shopping hub. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the official website first, shall we? So, here we have the official website. It's called v-market.work v4 catalog. It's the official website as far as the virtual marketplace, and it will showcase all the various worlds that you can visit. So the world list is right here. It's very simple. Parareal Tokyo, Default Cube, Avatar Showcase, Aria Residence, my personal favorite so far, Cyber City, Mirabilis, I'm going to say, Nursery Rhyme, and World End Utopia. Definitely going to be visiting that one here shortly. But yeah, I actually, yesterday, I got to go to the Avatar Showcase, the Aria Residence, and Cyber City Mirabilis. There are different, renditions of each, and these are not the only worlds that you can go to that are, considered a part of all this. And from what people have been telling me, there's actually, pretty major sponsors that have actually joined in on all this. I remember one being Sega. Don't quote me on that one, but I do remember a couple of booths that were dedicated to Sega. Now, as mentioned previously, free, Pardon my indiscretions here, but let's see if I can download this right here, right now. I'm assuming that's like a cyber shield. No, wait, is that a gun on a shield? But anyway, for instance, some things are pretty free. Other things, not so much, 108 yen, that's about $1.08, give or take. But yeah, seriously, looking at all this, there's quite a bit here for you to look at. And honestly, I would have to say that, this is a good one-stop shop to, sample the flavors, I suppose, if you don't want to commission somebody for $600, $700, $800 in some cases. It's always better to go to a place like this and just buy something that, will be your avatar for a while. Something that you'll actually stick around with and, get some use out of. Anyway, let's go ahead and click on some of these links. Parareal Tokyo, I went on my own. I'm actually going to try to live stream that if I get a group together. But let's go visit my personal favorite so far. Alrighty, so it showcases a little bit of a map, and it will tell you all the different locations. So as you hover your mouse cursor over them, one will be right here. Let's see, one. Yeah, okay. So as you click on each location, it will show you what you can actually buy from that particular location. And from here, you actually get an overview of all the various avatar makers or studios that are offering their wares. Honestly, I think it's a pretty good thing. I would definitely recommend you go here. It has a very Asiatic, sort of Japanese summer festival vibe going on. Let me see. Let's go to Cyber City Mirabilis. Now this place was kind of like a combination of Neo Tokyo meets Blade Runner. However, it's an absolutely massive world. In fact, I'll just go ahead and say right now, a lot of these places are about 300 megabytes minimum. So, depending on your internet speed and various other, logistical constraints that you might be facing, you might not have the greatest time. Also, your headset and computer will also dictate whether or not you have a, decent time here. But let's see, Tallow. By the way, I would highly recommend that every time that you go to a level like this, explore absolutely every nook and cranny. A lot of work was put into crafting worlds like this, and getting to experience it, in living color, is just, the greatest that VRChat has to offer. Let's see. So, these are things that you can get from here specifically. And I might actually, you know what? Might as well start making little tabs over here. Stuff I might start downloading, after this is all over. because who can disagree with free, right? I mean, I already spent $46 on a pair of avatars. Sorry, you had to see that. Anyway, let's go to the avatar showcase, shall we? Man, what is up with my internet tonight? Alright, so the avatar showcase was like a mall. It was pretty much like an 80s mall. Had very flashy like displays and visuals. The neon lighting that was very appealing. I would have to say it's like Sky Mall, because if you look through the floor, you're actually like way up in the sky above the clouds. I'd call it Sky Mall. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. A lot more makers here than the other ones. Yep. Anyway. Wait, what? A talking painting avatar. Okay. Well, I think I've seen and showed just as much as I need to from here. Let's see. Going back over here. Yeah, it specifies the dates and times. So, this all started on the 29th. So that was yesterday. And it's going through the 10th of May. So, and bear in mind that's Japanese time. So, you know, you might want to access that date and time converter. And exhibiting companies. Let's take a look at this. So we have SoftBank, Seven and Holdings. You know, I saw like several 7-Eleven stores all throughout the world. Panasonic, Audi Japan, Netflix, Toho Cinemas, Black Window, Japan HP, Iseten, Mitsukoshi Holdings. I don't know what that one is. Wigo. See, I told you. Sega's definitely there. Square Enix is there. Pretty big names. Sega not so much these days, but Square Enix definitely big, especially with that remake of Final Fantasy VII. Autodesk, recognizable to me, you know. They made a graphics editor. Ajisai, Quad System, Digital Motion, MZ Works, Toho Art School. This one actually makes sense. It actually makes sense that maybe like students are releasing their work for you to purchase. And it's not quite professional level. Like they can't quite just get to that whole, I don't know, like commissioning, like having people commission them for professional works. But, you know, they gotta get their work out there somehow and start building their portfolio. So that totally makes sense to me. Amber, don't know who they are. Nature Lab, don't know who they are. Right Flyer Live Entertainment, I'm assuming that's a theater of some sorts. Gatebox, Gugenka, A-Team, not to be confused, B-Team, Yostar Pictures, Studios, Zico. They like virtual pirates. Toy DEA, VR RPG Inc. Makes sense to me. One Life Ltd, Psychic VR Lab Company. Sukumo. Okay. Makuri Project. Alright, so yeah, these are actually like sponsors, I believe, you know, from what I've seen. And yeah, crowdfunding, huh? And it's already got 7,698,350 yen. Fantastic. So, it started Wednesday, April 29th, 2020, 11 a.m. It ends Sunday, May 10th, 2020 p.m., 11 o'clock. Alright, so that being stated, you all have plenty of time to start wandering these levels and trying to, you know, see if there's anything that trips your trigger. They do accept PayPal. In fact, when I made my transaction, they accepted PayPal payment, so something for you to consider. Try not to spend too much money, but remember, this is a limited time sort of deal, so just remember that this virtual marketplace, it's not going to last forever. In fact, it will be going down, as I stated, on the 10th of May, so you got some time. Just make consideration right now. Maybe hop on VRChat, grab a couple of friends, start touring some levels, and see what you like. Also, as if it wasn't obvious already, this is the purchase I was talking about. I mean, they're featured several times during the music video if you watch that. That fox guy, his name is Minato. The bigger one, the female, her name is Nagumo, apparently. And they came as a pair, I think $46 for the both of them, which isn't a bad price because you also get their weapons as well. My only criticism so far has been the fact that the eyes don't have an emission on them, but I fixed that with GIMP, thankfully. So yeah, honestly, I think it was a pretty worthwhile purchase, you know, a combo. But yeah, it's weird how, like, the male is, like, small and effeminate, and the female is, like, this big hulking she-hulk of a lady. Different strokes for different folks, I guess, but yeah, on with the video. Honestly, from my experiences so far, the levels have provided a pretty good place to just, you know, kind of window shop while also hanging out with your friends. So it's definitely something that you should consider doing, like, especially now that you have time to do so. I mean, what are most of you doing right now? Some of you are working, some of you are staying home because of the whole COVID-19 thing, unfortunately, but yeah, a lot of this was advertised as a sort of virtual expo, the likes of which are sponsored by various companies, like I showcased in, you know, prior clip, and showcased in the website. And, you know, it's generated a lot of fanfare. I mean, a lot of people flock to these levels to sort of see what's available and the sort of new, I guess, features that a lot of the virtual products can actually, you know, bring to bear based on the inclusion of Udon and various other, you know, tools, tricks, and other sort of methodology and methods that Unity 2018 now provides. So, yeah. A lot of people will, like, you know, I would imagine that a lot of people are enjoying these levels right now because every time that I see, you know, in fact, in VRChat, if you go to your menu, your world menu, VRChat has made a special category specifically for the virtual marketplace. However, I will say that a lot of the virtual marketplace worlds themselves, they're kind of named something a little bit different, like VCAT or something like that. It's not explicitly stated that it's a virtual marketplace world, but, you know, being that it's in that category, you can imagine there's going to be something there that's going to be advertised for sale and something that's going to be available for you to buy. But yeah, you know, like I said, grab a couple friends, hang out for a bit, you know, see what's available. If you want to buy something, if you don't, hey, no obligation. What's interesting about VRChat is that there's no virtual marketplace, you know, officially established. I know that there were plans early on for them to establish some sort of an economy, kind of like Second Life. However, it'd be more obviously focused on buying avatars and accessories and various other virtual, like, wares like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna just play some clips here of some of the worlds that I've been to so far. Definitely expect some levels, like level videos, I should say, to pop up in the next couple of days. I was actually doing tours of various levels throughout VRChat, but, like, you know, I'm going to upload those later. In fact, I might actually upload a couple of the videos I took back when the old virtual marketplace, like, levels were available. The ones more recent are obviously going to take precedent because it's a relevant, you know, ongoing thing right at this moment, and I'm sure that a lot of you might be interested in seeing what's available. But yeah, you know, your mileage may vary, as well as, you know, your wallet. So decide if it's really worth it and it's really something that you're going to get a lot of use out of. As in, you know, a lot of people, they'll buy a stock avatar and just modify the texture to be a little bit more, I guess, showcasing of a personal, like, predilection or taste, you know, so something for you to consider. Anyway, you know, I guess I'll just cut this video short here, and next time you'll probably see a couple videos of some of the tours I did. So, till next time, guys, take care and peace. I hope you all have a better one.